To preface today's video, I just wanted to give a brief disclaimer to everyone that if you get an upset stomach easily, you may want to skip the next 10 seconds. That's right, this fascinating specimen was involved in a billion-dollar crypto scandal. Both Ilya Lichtenstein and Heather Morgan, aka Razzlekhan, are accused of laundering over $3.6 billion worth of Bitcoin that was initially stolen in a hack of Bitfinex in 2016, a Hong Kong cryptocurrency exchange. At the time in 2016, these 120,000 Bitcoin that were initially stolen from users' wallets were only worth about $72 million at the time. Prior to this, Bitfinex was also hacked in 2015, resulting in a loss of 1,500 Bitcoins, which was about $400,000 at the time. Now, I know what you're thinking. How could this immensely talented rapper have possibly pulled off a hack or anything close to this? Well, they didn't. They were only used for laundering the money. Over a 5-year period, about 25,000 of the total Bitcoin was transferred to Ilya's wallet through money laundering techniques, including creating multiple identities and running scripts to automate the tedious process. But wait, there's more. Not only were they obviously not capable of executing this hack themselves, but they actually stored the private keys online, on a cloud. So after court-authorized warrants, all the agents had to do was access the files and account, allowing them to lawfully seize $3.6 billion worth of crypto. And now, as a result of this noob mistake, they can now potentially face up to 25 years in prison if found guilty. But that's only for the charge of the cryptocurrency. I'm not sure what other charges they'll be facing in regards to the damage to other people's eardrums. On the other hand, I did find that she put out a video giving out some insightful life advice, so of course, I'd like to hear what she has to say.
Think about that goal. And then, think of the easiest path there. You can think of, what is a sure path that maybe is longer or it's harder. But there are many paths to reach your goal. There's not just one path.
Anyway, I did a little bit more digging and I actually found all of the Bitcoin addresses involved uploaded publicly, which also contained the amount in each of these transactions. You can see how horrifying some of these amounts are. A lot of these are not just small numbers. Furthermore, in 2016, there was a Vice article posted regarding a Reddit post made by someone claiming to be associated with the hacker who was looking for someone to give away the money to, but many suspected this was just a clever ploy to list their own account and launder the money to. However, even that seems to not be the case, as explained in this Reddit post regarding the changing of the addresses and edited posts, although some people do speculate that this may have been part of the plan. I personally remain very skeptical of even that, and I'd personally ignore this Vice article completely. Feel free to look into it if you desire, if maybe you think it's relevant to some degree. I think it's more or less for attention rather than anything, but it's up to you how you want to perceive it. Furthermore, it looks like in August of 2020, Bitfinex actually publicly offered $400 million for any connections to the hackers. So, perhaps a whistleblower did aid in the process. Bitfinex, in the end, has been working with law enforcement the entire time, so it's certainly possible that there was some tip given because of this post. Now, even though BitGo was quick to deflect responsibility in 2016 regarding the security of their servers, the most likely case of the hack had to do with the relationship between Bitfinex and BitGo accounts. Essentially, a user's BitGo user's API key could be used to execute transactions, since it was more or less acting as a hot wallet for users with Bitfinex wallets. You see, a while back, Bitfinex was somehow convinced that BitGo was actually more secure, and thus they decided to go through this route. But that obviously ended up not to be the case. Furthermore, BitGo also claims that there were limitations to prevent something like this from occurring, such as a rate limit on withdrawals, which evidently was bypassed. Anyway, that's what I got for you guys today. Hopefully I didn't damage your eardrums too bad, so if I did, I sincerely do apologize for that. I mean, you guys should be feeling bad for me. I had to edit this whole thing. I had to see it at least 3 times. But anyway, that's it for today. Subscribe, and be sure to share this video with all of your enemies so they could also suffer.